I got the story from KMOV here. Missouri's texting and driving. The governor signed that last week, so I got all the details.
Oh, yeah.
As to when the law is going to take effect and what that means for you. So the Missouri bill signed by Governor Parson last week, it will require drivers to put their phones down. And it's not just I can't dial and have my phone or text and that stuff. You can't, like, change your Spotify. You can't change your navigation, technically.
You know, everything with the CarPlay, once you get that, you never go back anyway. CarPlay makes it so nice.
Yeah, the Apple Play.
Well, yeah, same thing. Whatever.
Yeah,
just control it from like
your steering wheel. Yeah, just tell it what to do.
It's on your main screen, and then like all the stuff that I'm doing is on my fingers
just
on
Bluetooth,
on the
right?
steering wheel.
Yeah.
No, well, I guess so. Mine is a plug-in, but everything is there. I'm only changing songs and volume on my steering wheel. I'm never touching anything else.
So current law only bans younger drivers from using their phones, but in the current Missouri state law, anybody over 21 could hold and use their phone while driving with no penalty unless their driving is considered reckless. So beginning in late August, I think the date is August 28th.
Yeah.
The state law will officially change, banning people from holding their phone for anything other than a simple touch. That means no texting. You can't change music or a podcast. You're banned from changing an address on a GPS. You won't be able to hold your phone while on a phone call.
Oh.
Now, you will be able to use Bluetooth and talk to text. Now, the new law will be a secondary offense.
It can't be pulled over for it.
You can't be pulled over for it.
Exactly. So it's a toothless wolf.
Meaning you must be pulled over for speeding or another traffic offense to also get a ticket for distracted driving.
So they can't pull you over if they see you on your phone. What's the point of this law?
It's a
to
tack
seem
on.
like you're doing something.
It's a tack on.
To seem like you care about distracted driving.
Now, over in Illinois,
It's different.
distracted driving is a primary offense.
Yes.
So you can get pulled over just for using your phone behind the wheel.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to file this law under never going to happen.
Right. Nobody's going to change their ways.
No
now that it's
one.
a secondary law.
Well,
Unfortunately.
we're speaking of the whole damn state for the most part.
Quite
so
frankly, dude,
if it happens to you, tweet us.
if I was a cop,
Message us, email us.
I'd be more suspicious of who wasn't on their phone. That's how common it is. Like if I was driving down the road and everyone's like going through their Spotify and there's one guy at 10 and 2 looking straight ahead, I'm like, pull that guy over.
There's
There's
drugs
someone
in the trunk.
in his trunk. Yes, there's a person in his trunk, alive or dead. That's the creep you're looking for.
And listen, we've all been caught, by the way, at a red light. The worst feeling is red light, and you try to do the safe thing, not check your email while driving, not
Right.
text while driving. But we've all been at the red light, and we've all just, all of a sudden, we're buried in our phones, light turns green, and people start honking at you.
You texted.
That's a bad feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
On Friday, you
Get
texted
the
me.
hand up.
And I think you were LOLing at my bounce back that came up because
Yeah.
I was driving.
So learn. It's so responsibility driven. First time it's happened to me in a long time. I texted Learn. I can't remember. I texted her. It's not like I said I sexted her. I texted her. And I was taking a drink of tea. Do not cancel me. I texted you, and then I got like a automated response. What does it say?
It says like,
Hi.
hey, I'm driving right now.
Yeah.
Feel free to call me.
It's very professional. Hi, I'm driving right now. I'm being safe and sound. This is Learn, TV and radio personality.
It says
Feel
that.
free to call me. You can call me on my phone if you like. It was a very professional response, and I just wrote lol.
Listen to me every morning, 6 to 10.
Yeah.
105.
I will put that out there.
Follow me at Learn Does Radio.
That's great.
And then you so I had two. Yeah, when I got to my hair appointment, I see that you texted me one thing and then you're LOL. I'm like, come on, man! Like
like
I'm
your-
responsible.
I thought it
email
was really
signature.
adorable because I was like, man, good on her for being a good person and a good example. I'm just like, you're just going to get a misspelled text back from me. It's like, driving now, go call later.
Well, you got a new ride, so you don't have the CarPlay thing?
In the new one?
Yeah.
I do.
The new whip.
Not in the Jeep, though.
Not in the Jeep.
I still have the Jeep. I still drive the 96 Cherokee. I haven't abandoned the Millennium Falcon.
What about the new whip?
It's got Bluetooth. It's got all the tech package. So that what Moon was like, I'm living in a whole new world in there, dude.
Yeah, man, it's cool.
I might as well have gotten a spaceship. When you go from a 96 Jeep Grand Cherokee to like a new car 20 some odd years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, wild.
I got in and was just like, ground control to Major Tom. Like stuff. What is this? The seats work.
Okay,
I can
so
move them up and back.
So here's the thing. So again, it's a secondary offense, meaning you got to be pulled over for speeding or another traffic offense to get a ticket for distracted driving. The fine in Missouri is going to be $150 for the first time. Missouri is the 49th state to pass such a law, so we are.
Yeah, we are not last.
We are late to the game, but not the last.
That's right.
Who's last?
I don't have that.
Oh man,
Come
Can we
on.
make guesses?
I think
Mississippi.
I'm thinking it might
that
be
sounds
not
like a
lower.
Wyoming thing.
Yeah. That sounds like a.
I don't
I was
know.
thinking Alaska, Montana.
Montana.
It
What
is.
is it, Montana?
You can.
What are you going to
legally use
hit
your
out
pho-
there?
So it says you can legally use your phone to text and drive in Missouri and Montana.
Montana.
So Montana is the final state.
It's that damn Yellowstone family.
right?
Them
Then up
Duttons
there, you probably get service like in 3 small parts of
Yeah, you ain't
Montana.
getting any
So what?
service.
No
Nor-
one's on their phone.
Nor are you hitting anything.
Yeah, they're
'cause
like,
there's
why do we need
Open road.
cell phone laws? We ain't got no cell phones.
And you got plenty of room to drift out of your lane.
Yes.
It's just all, right? It's all prairie land out there.
Exactly.
Man, I tell you what though, it is landscape porn. That Yellowstone. Pfft. If what's the show we just watched?
Succession.
Succession is wealth porn. It's landscape porn. Watching Yellowstone.
All right, so what does this mean? I don't understand this line in the article. While the law takes effect on August 28th, police will not be able to write tickets for lawbreakers until January of 2025.
What in the heck is happening?
I don't know what that means.
Was this just? Is Rafe right? Is this is just to get on the board?
Yeah, man.
So we're not last. So Montana.
We're not
looks-
last. We're not
real.
This is
last.
just to get on the board.
This is
look like we're doing
trash.
something.
This is dog-ish. This is a dog-ish law.
So this is just to show we're doing something?
Yeah, stupid.
But I don't understand that
I
part.
would
So
imagine
police
it's
won't be able to
prob-
write
it's-
tickets until
Dude,
January of
It was
2025.
probably pushed back from some wild-eyed politician at the state capitol that's like, well, people won't know about the law. And he's like, all right, Frank, well, we won't enforce it till 2025. And he's like, okay, that seems fair. That's just something somebody threw in there to be like, we got to give people warnings.
That's in a year and a half.
Yeah, dude.
So it's going to be a bunch of people pulling people. They're going to pull people over and they're going to say, hey, you can't be on your phone. It's a new law. This is your warning. They're going to warn people and then they'll start writing tickets for it. It'll be a money generator. It'll be a way to tack on whatever, $250, $500 to a traffic stop, and then you'll something for your lawyer to go into court and plea down.
Right now it's
It's all
150.
trash.
Do you think? I mean, think about this. I know. This is a huge. This is a huge country, a very diverse country. A lot of different things going on in different parts of the country. But we're talking to a lot of people. Most of our town hasn't left Midwest necessarily. They have self-driving. You in San Francisco, you call a cab and it's driverless, and here.
Yeah.
we won't enforce cell phone laws until 2020.
Year and a half.
We're taking
I
the
will
slow
tell
route.
you.
I mean, the vast.
We got to give
difference
everybody time
is
to
wild, dude.
To deal.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm
well,
just
the
saying
different
it's
corners
crazy.
of the states, this word travels very slowly here.
We're still tight rolling
I
our
wonder if there's
jeans over
something
here.
too.
Hey,
They're
that's
like,
kinda cute, though.
you have to give people time to get their cars updated with hands-free stuff.
That's probably true. I guess.
Maybe.
But nobody's going to be doing that.
I'll tell you what, I caught a cop on his phone one time, and it felt good, dude.
Dude, wait a second. You say that about waiting until the tech gets there, and I know you had a '96 Jeep, so that makes sense for you to say. But dude, there are not that many '96 Jeeps out there. I was just thinking about the it's a Optima. Was it Optima? Kia had some model that was
Optima Prime.
it was like everywhere, and I don't see those anymore. That car's
Because they all got stolen, dude.
Well, I'm just
now.
saying what I'm saying is that car's like 6 or 7 years old, and you said you did a study and said the average car out there is like 11 years old.
13 years old.
Okay, and that's getting older, but like 96, that's so old.
That's what's a classic car? 25 years old?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah,
got a
so-
classic.
You
So
got
if
a classic.
Yeah.
So if the average
I can
is
get
like-
classic plates now as long as I don't drive it. It doesn't
No
cost
way.
me anything. Yeah.
So like the average
what I'm
car,
doing with it.
average car 11, 13 years old still has like a lot. Like there's some tech in those. Maybe
Some,
not.
but I mean, if you got a low-end car 13 years ago, you got a Nissan Sentra S,
Yeah, I'm just saying those are
you're
going to be washed out.
probably...
Okay.
Those are going to be washed
So
out. In the
this
next
brings me
couple
back to
years.
my next point here. And by the way, Congratulations, Missouri, I guess.
Congrats.
I don't know. Hey, are seatbelts the secondary law, too? You can't get pulled over for not having a seatbelt on?
Let me look it up.
You guys ever caught a cop breaking a law? I want to circle back to this because it was a moment of triumph for me.
Oh, please.
I got next to a cop who was on his phone. We're driving parallel on 45. He's looking at his phone, texting with his thumb, and looks over at me, and I got to go.
Oh, no.
And he laughed. He was cool. He laughed, and he threw his phone down and gave me the thumbs up and kept driving.
By the way, there is an exception for first responders.
To be on their phone?
Yes.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, it didn't look like he was
joke's
responding.
on you.
Yeah, well.
Wait, aren't we media?
He was on
Is that
Tinder. I
first?
could see his phone. He was swiping right and left. That was pretty. It was a pretty obvious thing what he was doing.
The exceptions are drivers calling 911, first responders, and emergency roadside workers.
Apparently, backseat passengers 16 or older do not have to wear a seatbelt in Missouri, but they must wear one if they're in the front seat. This is a secondary law, which means a police officer cannot stop and ticket you unless the officer observed a separate violation, such as speeding.
Are
And
you
that's-
insane?
and that's- and
are
that's-
we insane?
Yeah.
Is that current?
There's not a seatbelt law for the back seat?
That's just the easy answer on Google right now. So I don't know if that's current. That could be expired, but it's a secondary. So I imagine everybody now has to have a seatbelt on, even if you're in the back
What
seat.
happened to click it or
But it's a
ticket?
secondary.
Yeah.
That's front.
So that's only for
Front.
front.
Look up click it or ticket.
Is that because of vans, maybe?
You put your seatbelt
Back
on in
seat
the
is
back
risk
seat?
it. We missed
Of
it.
course. I put my seatbelt on in the taxi cab. I've lost too
I'm
many.
gonna admit
I've lost
I
too
don't.
many. I've lost too many family
I'm
and
gonna admit
friends
I don't.
to traffic accidents, man. Are you? I mean, come
I've
on.
always
I'm gonna admit
understood
I don't.
back
Of all
seat.
the people, of all the places to put a seatbelt on, it's when a stranger is driving you. I don't know you.
I'm going to admit
But
I don't.
You don't do it.
I don't do it.
Let me just give you some
I
stats,
also
though.
didn't you say it was? I've always been under the understanding as an adult it's your choice. It's not.
Yeah, it was 16 and up. Or I'm sorry, 16,
16 and under, right?
Under, yes.
Yeah.
Let me give you some stats, though, about why you should be wearing your seatbelt no matter where you are.
Oh, here we go.
6,100 people killed or seriously injured last year alone. 88.9% safety belt usage rate in Missouri, below the national average of 91%. 60% of vehicle occupant fatalities were unbuckled last year, 60%. And 45%, that's the number of the amount of safety belt reduced and how it reduced the risk of fatal injury. So,
Boy, you are fun at a party.
hey,
Dude, some of the deepest tragedies
That's
in
why
my
she
life.
only gets 3 flavors in a suicide.
That's right.
She's very buttoned up.
Yeah.
follow
Some
me
of the
for more
deepest
tips.
tragedies in my life were from fatalities.
I understand. I know. I always wear my seatbelt when I'm in
And
the
like,
front
it's
seat.
just
100%.
absurd to me that somebody would think it's okay to not have that.
In the back seat?
Yeah. Dude, and you were talking about, like...
I'm a flawed man.
No, I'm not saying that. Listen, like, you know how Rafe said everybody gets so many drinks in your life?
I have a disease.
You kind of have a quota. I feel like everybody has like a quota of miles you get to drive
Yeah.
before something happens that could be potentially dangerous. I lived on the road for decades
Yeah.
on a bus and all this, you know.
Did you wear a
and
seatbelt on the bus?
there are no seatbelts, and I've had friends that have crashed their buses, and like one of my buddies broke his neck, was in a halo for a couple years. I mean, it
Dang.
ruined his band. I mean, so I feel like any opportunity I have to have a seatbelt on, my ass is buckled in
Yeah, they
because
do a good job.
yeah, man.
No, you're right. And you're right. I should, when I'm in the back seat, I should put on a seatbelt. You're right. I'll do better.
I also
do better.
I
You can
also
do what
will
you want.
admit
I'm going to do better, Moon.
I don't always put them on in an Uber.
Oh, I do
I don't
all the
either.
time. I don't know you people.
I should. I don't.
What do you mean? You
If I'm in the
people?
front
I mean,
seat, it's
you
automatic.
people driving me.
If I'm in the back seat, I usually don't.
Yeah.
And that's
I don't know your qualifications.
Sure.
I know they're handing out licenses like Bed Bath and Beyond gift cards.